Hello everyone, my name is Naku and welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another Fortnite video and welcome back to another ranking video. I actually haven't done this for quite a while. I was planning to do them at some point, but then essentially everything just kind of got moved away. Essentially, others I wanted to do some others and just completely forgot about ranking video, but in today's video I'm finally going to be ranking my top 10 Chapter 3 skins. Yes, that's essentially the series I'm planning to continue making. Essentially, when the chapter ends, I'm going to be ranking the best skins which I thought that are from the chapter, and also the only reason I have to put in here is just have to own the skin throughout the chapter. And yeah, that's the only one essentially. And without further ado, let's move in to the ranking. And our number 10 actually has to go with the Cypher PK skin. And can I just say, the second I saw the skin, I was just like, this probably has to be like one of the best icon skins you actually got, because actually all the designs were so cool. Cypher PK essentially, I was so happy for the Cypher PK to actually get his own skin. Like, I feel like he was actually pretty cool. Should have got the skin earlier, and plus as an added bonus, he actually got the most of added to his issue bundle, which was a rap, which was a baby. I'm pretty sure that you had to watch him for like an hour on Twitch or something. I mean, yes, you just had to do something to get the rap, so it wasn't original, but also he got a new glider, which that's actually kind of just another thing on his own shelf. But I'm probably going to be making a video essentially talking about whether other icon skins you can get something additional to them after essentially being released. So essentially look out for that video, but essentially Cypher PK is just an absolute banger. It's essentially like purple protest style, which is so cool. I mean, I haven't really found it actually very recently, but I can say that starting the season of chapter 3, that was quite honestly one of the best skins that we got in there. And that says something about essentially how strong this skin is. And at number 9, I tried to go for Reyna. I think that's how I pronounce the name, but anyway, that's going to be on the screen essentially if I didn't say it right. And we actually decided to go with this skin, which is just simple as another anime skin, which I think there's going to be actually a quite not so with the second available, but there's definitely going to be some more on this list. And essentially, is I want to say like this pretty good Christmas skin. And the only thing you should have to say with this skin is it doesn't really have any edit styles. Well, I'm pretty sure like much of the anime skins actually we get right now do have some kind of design. She's the only one who doesn't. And also the fact that actually, I mean, I still like this game, but there's some part of it which I'm a bit more like unsure about. Like essentially, like the iPad that is just like a bit random to me. But also I have to say that I still enjoyed this game. And at number 8, I'm going to be talking about essentially that is Beerus, Lord Beerus of the Gun of Destruction, and essentially the only reason is just essentially just because I haven't really watched Dragon Ball Z. I have seen the clips, I have like seen 3 episodes of it that actually is a fun event where you were able to see the Dragon Ball Z episode. Like this, I actually do kind of like his personality. One part essentially when he's just being super serious, I trying to train Goku to just be like, oh, this powerful like God, we're using God Key, and the others are actually just like just mess around, like maybe just like being like a lazy cat, I guess. I mean, I guess he's a cat, but just I like how he just have a split personality. That's just like cool, and his skin also looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. And at number 7, I go to Chiara, and basically that is just another, I guess, Samsung Galaxy collab skin. I guess, I mean, essentially this can you were able to first get this skin if you actually did the tournament, but essentially it came out in the item shop later on, and I'd have to say, out of the all the like Samsung Galaxy, so this probably has to be like one of the most creative ones, because all of them are essentially, well, not all of them, but like majority of them essentially, as far as I know, they were just like person in the galaxy, which still is pretty cool. It's still pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but I just like the job they tried to do something else, other than just taking a character and just making it into a galaxy, if you know what I mean. And I just like it. And there's like modern galaxies. If you, for example, if you just fed up the galaxy styles, you can just choose something else. Like for example, like I'm pretty sure like a yellow orangey style we can choose. That's pretty cool. And at number 6, I tried to go with Trespasser the Vector, and do I even have to say about why I like this skin? It's cool. It's pretty much original Fortnite skin, and it's pretty cheap, like 800 V-Bucks, an uncommon skin. That's just pretty much a bargain if you ask me. I like how the skin looks. I like the color scheme. I like it just. It pretty much reminds you of Chapter 2 Season 7, which I personally think that was like one of the most fun seasons. Now I was kind of going back on forward, and I was thinking like whether season 7 was so fun, but to be fair, it was fun. There was like interesting collabs, and this game pretty much just purely reminds me of everything that happened. But essentially, just as I want to throw this actually not so much fun tag, but just interesting fact. Essentially, it came out like in not so much in the very late, but just like I want to say like in the middle of chapter 3 season 2. I want to say around there. Main reason I'm talking about that's kind of interesting because like I mean we got like some other like skins which were essentially like from before, so you had all the henchmen, and now essentially they were turned into skins. Actually that took them quite a while. Like this in this specific category, I'm for season 2, make uh, henchmen from Alien season, like season 7, into their skins, but with the henchmen to season 5. It's kind of interesting how it takes them some time to make them interesting, which just it has nothing to do with you. Just to mention that's kind of interesting. And then number 5, I decided to go with the Sid skin. And there's actually kind of a few reasons I want to say about the skin. I think the skin looks, first of all, pretty cool. It's one with like entire like theme of no sweat summer. I don't know why I said like no summer, but yeah, that one was pretty good with the theme. It was a contest skin, and I'm pretty sure chapter 4 season 1 it got another extra style, and the skin just looks amazing. It was a fan favorite. It was actually my favorite of 2022. This thing just looks incredible. Like the items actually in there also pretty good. So just all around is a pretty good skin. So I just had to put it down here. And also huge congratulations to the person who made this skin. You made a really good job. And number 4, I just go with Uncover Core, and it's not basically because I really like the summer, but although it could have been better. But I tried to go with this essentially because it's just the reskin of Core, which is a skin actually I like from season 8 of chapter 2, and I didn't actually think it would get a reskin. It just, I don't know, just like this skin just got a faster reskin than I thought, so just that was pretty cool that I got, so that's why mainly it's down here. I like the edit styles, and I like how just the skin looks. For me, it's basically just a 10 out of 10, one of my favorite skins from the last chapter. And at number 3, I chose the Gumball. The first skin of Jack Champion which I laid my eyes on like properly whenever I saw that, I was just like, this skin just looks amazing, it just looks so creative, it just looks so fun, it just like looks so goofy, just like it looks everything that a Fortnite skin requires in this game. It's, as I said, it's just incredible. I have just no word for it. It's just, that's how good I think it is. It has some cool edit styles, but although it did not get any overtime styles, enlightenment styles, but I think it's kind of cool essentially how did it go, because it has some unique stuff to it. And if you guys really have heard like my thoughts on the overstyles, then you don't know as much about that. So in a way, it's kind of a shame that I didn't get any overtime styles, but I'm also pretty sure that it's kind of working the advantage that it doesn't have like every single style that everyone has. So yeah, that's actually my opinion on Gumbo. And at number 2, I decided to go with SpiderMan. I may not have actually won this skin as much as I wanted to, but I cannot lie and say that this is like probably one of the best skins for me personally from the last chapter. I watched Spider-Man when I was a kid a long time ago, and I still actually sometimes watch it, like it's like the animated series. I even made the entire video essentially why talking about how essentially I like the Venom from the animated series. This essentially animated was actually one of the like few main shows I actually watched as a kid, and just having Spider-Man in the game that was something which I dreamed of. I wanted for so long time, and I think they just nailed it. I actually mentioned in the first section video when I talked about the chapter 3 how it just kind of looks like if a modder made it. But I mean that doesn't take away that this skin just looks amazing. Plus the other styles, we have a symbiote style and we have a Future Foundation, which I'm still unsure where Future Foundation comes from, if I'm honest, but it still looks pretty good. You kind of message my next chat, what if Spider-Man were, like I'm sure there's like called like Anti-Venom, I think that's the name of the character. That was something kind of the name Anti-Venom, I could just imagine I should just him wearing that. But yeah, that's actually, I do have to say that Spider-Man is my number 2 most favourite skin. But what is my number 1 skin? Well, we'll get to this right now. And coming in number 1, my favourite skin from my last chapter is Rocketworks, I think, if I'm pronouncing the name correctly. I'm just going to go Anime Rocks just to make it a bit more simple, and for the people actually who are kind of arguing over these acceleration skins which are not official from anime, not anime, well, this specifically came out of the Anime Legends bundle. So yeah, I think when they were supposed to like bank now essentially saying like these are kind of Anime Legends skins, like these were supposed to meant for Anime Legends. So yeah, I'm gonna call it the anime skin from now on. I mean, I'm not fan of it, that's why I'm calling it anime skins. And this skin just looks absolutely adorable, if you ask me, and it's just a reskin of Rocks from Chapter 1, Season 9, a skin which I thought was pretty good, and I was kind of again surprised which it did not gotten reskin for quite some time. I have no idea why I did not get a reskin, it just looks so good, but although I don't think it has any styles, I just still think like the skin just looks amazing. I ran through the last chapter like a lot, and I'm actually also planning to use it again this chapter, although there are a few skins actually I've been actually kind of maining right now, which are also pretty good, but not to change the fact that this skin is still pretty good, and is probably is the favourite skin from last chapter. But what did you guys think of this video? Let me know in the comments down below. if any of you actually those are your favorite skins which I mentioned about, or whether your own list when I'm talking about top 10 from the chapter 3. I'm gonna try to make this ranking a bit more like frequent, but I don't promise anything is all I'm trying to say. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna be heading out now, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.